Hello, Pisces. I'm Poetic Heretic, and this is your April 2020 tarot forecast. I'll be giving you a tarot reading for all Pisces individuals, sun, rising, and moon, for the month of April 2020 to see what information, insight, and advice we can gain into the month. Now, I want to apologize that I'm again late this month with your readings. Some more unexpected interruptions came up, but I have changed my schedule so that in the future I have ample time to get these readings done in due time, so they won't be late anymore. So we shouldn't have to worry about that from this day forward. But from here, there's still a lot of valuable insight I'm sure we can gain into your month of April. So, all right. So without further ado, we would like a Celtic Cross reading for Pisces, for all Pisces individuals, sun, rising, and moon, for the month of April 2020. Let us see what we get. And there it is. Okay. Here we go. For your current outside influences, the Six of Wands. For the challenge card, the Ten of Swords. For the underlying energy, the Eight of Pentacles reversed. For the past, the Three of Cups. For what you hope to achieve, the Hermit. For the near future, the Tower. For your attitude or position on the situation, the Hanged Man reversed. For the outside force coming in, the Ten of Cups reversed. For your hopes or fears, the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And for the final outcome card, the Page of Swords reversed. Okay, well, isn't this an interesting reading that we have here? Let's dive into it. So, beginning with your current outside influences, you got the Six of Wands. This represents your current outside influences right around the beginning of the month. So, Six of Wands, victory, triumph, progress. This shows you moving forward, making progress this month. Great leadership skills, taking on the enemy and overcoming whatever you are faced with, whatever opposition that you have to deal with. It shows that your willpower is in balance. It shows that perhaps your health, in some cases, sixth house of health, is in balance. And so that's a very good thing indeed. But yes, you're starting off the month strong, making progress, having victory, and triumphing over the obstacles. All right. For your challenge card, oh boy, this is where things get particularly interesting. You got the Ten of Swords, suggesting that a challenge this month is going to be things really being revealed for what they are. Illusions shattered, truth comes out, things are made clear, the manifestation of thought. Now, yes, it is true. Sometimes this card can manifest negatively, or well, often it does. I don't think it's going to be that per se for you because of some of the other cards I see here. But yes, sometimes it can be like, oh, defeat and despair, the end of the line. You can go no further, that sort of thing. But I think for you this month in particular, it's really going to have to do with the truth being made clear, with seeing things for what they are, illusions shattered, that sort of thing. Now, we'll get more into that here in a bit. For the underlying energy, everything forming a foundation for your current situation this month, you have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So interruptions in your work, interruptions in your getting things done, interruptions in your steady progress. So even as you're making progress, particularly around the beginning of the month, there are things that will try to interfere with that progress and or progress in another area of your life, perhaps. Now, sometimes the Eight of Pentacles reversed can just be simple feelings of laziness, not wanting to get things done. Remember, this is the underlying energy, though, so it's not necessarily what's immediately apparent this month. There may be a sense, especially with what's going on globally right now, of almost like being unsure about how to move forward or how to deal with the unique challenges that we all face right now. So that I can certainly see that card manifesting in that way. Now, for the past and issues you've had to deal with that then connect to the present, you got the Three of Cups, normally a very positive card. So maybe not many of you have had too many difficult issues recently and you've just been enjoying time with friends and social gatherings. But oh wait, speaking of the current global situation, we can't all really do too much of that anymore, can we? At least not in person. And so I think the challenge for a number of you may be this growing sense of isolation and having to be alone. Of course, the very next card we look at is the Hermit, interestingly enough. But in another sense, we could look at this and say, well, it could also be that many of you have had challenges surrounding friends or social groups, social gatherings, that sort of thing recently, that then have led to some of the things that are going to be made more clear this month, I believe. And even not to keep bringing it back to the global situation, but the Three of Cups, third house of not just communication, but also short distance travel, issues surrounding that because of the wretched pandemic that we're all sort of experiencing. Hello there, Ryan. Good to see you again tonight. All right. Pisces moon, as we confirmed earlier, I recall. All right. So for what you hope to achieve, you did indeed get the Hermit card. This is like your highest hope, your highest goal this month. So very interesting, a couple different possibilities here. Speaking of the truth coming out, the Hermit card can indicate a desire to see things clearly, to, in this case, especially have a proper, precise, discriminatory viewpoint on the details of your life. This is Virgo energy that the Hermit card is ruled by. Very precise, very detail-oriented. So you could be looking at that. I would say it's kind of the overall recommendation of the cards this month to try to think logically and clearly. However, the Hermit card is also often talking about our health. And earlier you did get that Six of Wands, sixth house of health. So a strong suggestion to try to like take care of your health this month, but also as if to say that this would be of great benefit to you this month to sort of like maybe take some time to be by yourself if you're not, I guess, spending time like that already, and like replenish yourself, refresh yourself, recharge your batteries, that sort of thing. That's what I'm seeing from here. So the near future, the thought just continues to thicken, or the plot continues to thicken. What did I say? Oh, dear God, what have I done? The plot continues to thicken with the Tower card in the near future, representing about the first week or two of your month. So a couple of things here. This could be, and likely is, I do think, the event of much greater unveiling of reality, the breakthrough, the sudden revelation, the sudden insight, the new insight that you get. And how do I put this? It isn't that it will necessarily be a revelation or insight about something oh so bad, but it may, whether it's good or bad or whatever it is, be a bit shocking, or maybe very shocking. Now, in a darker sense, the Tower card does often also talk about disasters, upheaval, ruin, the collapse of the false so that the true can take its place. Now, I'm not seeing other strong indicators of an all-out disaster this month, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But again, I am seeing indicators of the collapse of the false, the collapse of illusion, so that truth can be revealed, so that truth can take its place. So expect a lot of activity around that, I would say, in the first week or two of your month, like if it hasn't even happened already by the time that we are getting to this reading. Play more GTA 5 story mode, listening to you in the background, but not out of my mind. Cool. It's GTA. I remember playing that game years ago. Well, much older version of it. But yeah, that's some addictive stuff, isn't it? But yeah, thank you for being here, Ryan. I do appreciate it. So for your attitude or position on the situation, about halfway through the month, you got the Hanged Man reversed. This can be resistance to taking a bit of a dark but necessary journey into the underworld, into the dark, all of that. So if you're feeling tempted into escapism, which is a significant aspect of this card in its reversal, I would say don't give in to that desire for escapism this month. Nothing wrong with having a little fun here and there. In fact, I would strongly encourage that. But you never want to take anything too far. Let's see. The Hanged Man reversed can also sometimes indicate delays. You may be feeling impatient with things. You may be feeling like you're sick of being in one place, sick of isolation. I think a lot of people are going to be feeling that way right now. In some senses, though, in a positive sense, you could be feeling almost like, oh, now that the truth has been revealed, or now that things are more clear, I actually feel better. I feel like this isn't an entrance or an entering into the underworld. This is my exiting the underworld. Now that I've had this awakening, which the Tower card that we just looked at can, in some cases, also indicate in a more positive sense. All right, so for the outside force coming in, you got the Ten of Cups reversed. This could be something coming your way that tries to interfere with your happiness, with your sense of fulfillment, with your sense of achievement, maybe with your home and family life, perhaps even. But in some cases, when we look at this card, just say, oh, well, it is the Ten of Cups. It's a lot of this positive energy. It's just reversed and blocked somewhat. It's like some kind of like achievement or satisfaction or recognition or success coming your way, but it's incomplete. It's not quite the whole full thing right now, but there's some of it. So a couple different possibilities there. Let it also be noted that that is the second 10 that we looked at. Earlier, we had the 10 of Swords, thus your 10th house of your career, your public image, and your public life is activated this month. So expect any or all of those areas of your life to play a strong role, a significantly strong role this month, for better or worse, I suppose. For your hopes or fears, you got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Well, pretty simple here. You are afraid this month about not having enough money, about things being financially insecure, or in a generalized sense, just insecure, lack of safety in other areas, in any area. But especially very often we see this card popping up when someone is afraid of not having enough money, not being financially safe and secure. And Fortunately, it's just popping up in your hopes or fears. So let's see. Do we see other indicators of that this month? Not really. Maybe an interruption in your work, sure, but not anything too severe. I'm going to draw one more card for you to get a better indicator of things. And it is the Hierophant. So, no, I think that despite some of the challenges we've already been over, the good news is you actually should financially be pretty much okay this month. The vast majority of you, anyway, from the looks of it here. I think most people this month are worried about money. True. But yes, I'm worried about money this month. Yes, it is true. That is a good point. But I think with that Hierophant card, Pisces people in particular should do better with money this month. So that's good to know, at least. Now, that's some good news, but now for some bad news. For your final outcome card, you did get the Page of Swords reversed, which earlier in this reading, we were talking about how there's this challenge slash desire slash need to see things clearly, to see things for what they are, to have mental clarity this month. Unfortunately, Page of Swords reversed outcome card is indicating a lack of that clarity. It's indicating that by the end of the month, for some reason, that clarity isn't there. There's instead this perhaps an inner stagnation or excess subjectivity, irrationality. So I want Pisces people out there to really be careful about that this month, especially more towards the end of the month, to make sure that you're like thinking things through and aren't getting somehow caught up in irrationality. Now, fortunately, when we look at the Hierophant card, again, the additional card I drew, it's also, in addition to being like a financially sound card with the Venus rulership, a very practical, logical energy to this card. So that like colors the energy significantly. So I think, at least I would hope, that many Pisces this month will be in a position to turn that energy around, to bring that excess subjectivity or lack of clarity back into focus. But I suppose that will be up to all of you, won't it? All right, so that is about it, dear Piscean people out there. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like a personal reading with me, I go live every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on this channel, doing live tarot readings on a pay-what-you-want basis. You can come by and pay as little as $1 through a donation, and I will be happy to answer any question of your choice, as long as it is ethical. And if you like this reading, feel free to like and subscribe if you're not already, as I'm always streaming more astrology and tarot related content to this channel. Recently, I've also expanded it a little bit more beyond that to include other like occult stuff, more or less. And other than that, I hope you have a great month of April indeed, Pisces people out there. Thanks again, Ryan, for stopping in. And thanks to everyone else who has watched this or watches this in the future. Bye for now. Have a great night.